Friends is widely known for its memorable laughs, relationships, and characters. However, upon a closer inspection, one notices the problematic ways the characters act and how they react to their other friends regarding masculinity. Today we'll take a look at Chandler, Ross, and Joey and how they each struggle with masculinity in their own ways. The Chan man, Chandler Bing, is often found projecting stereotypical masculine ideals onto himself and his friends. An example can be found in Season 6, Episode 8, titled The One with Ross's Teeth. Chandler finds Joey knitting with his girlfriend and enjoying himself. Chandler says to him,
"No thanks, Josephine."
Chandler goes over to Ross's apartment and finds him applying makeup to offset the whiteness of his teeth before a date, and Chandler yells,
"Oh my God! Where are all the men?"
According to Jackson Katz's documentary Tough Guys, the tough guys is often adopted by men and boys in order to shield their vulnerability and adapt to the local values and expectations of their environment. This quote is interesting when one thinks about how often Chandler is insecure about his own masculinity, and it makes sense why he uses his masculine guise as a shield from his own insecurities. On the surface, it's a rude way to treat one's friends, and below the surface, it is a deep and settled fear of seeming less like a man. Next up is Ross Geller. Although he has a plethora of problems, I've chosen to talk about his relationship with his son Ben, and specifically how he handles his son playing with a Barbie. Season 3, Episode 10 is titled The One with the Metaphorical Tunnel. In this episode, Ross's ex-wife Carol and her new wife Susan drop Ben off for Ross's day to watch him. When Ross sees that Ben is holding a pink Barbie, he becomes offended that his boy is playing with a girl's toy. He even tries to convince Ben to play with a more masculine toy, like a G.I. Joe.
It's the toughest guy in Toyland, Ben. Real American hero. I'm G.I. Joe. Drop the bar. Drop the bar.
This behavior is not uncommon in real-life families. The problem arises when a boy wants to play with the toys he likes, but his parents stop him from doing so, which can instill this unhealthy idea of masculinity in boys at such a young age that they grow into men like Chandler, who are afraid of showing a feminine side. Ross struggles with his masculinity by forcing society's expectations of men onto his son Ben, and ultimately fails at shaming Ben into playing with a more manly toy. The last of the friends we're talking about today is Joey Tribbiani, the beautiful womanizer.
How you doing?
Joey's entire character revolves around two things, food and women. If this isn't the most stereotypical masculine traits there are, then I don't know what is. Joey sleeps with a lot of women, far more than anyone else in the show. And not only does he sleep with a lot of women, but he also disrespects them constantly. Joey has said many times that he enjoys sleeping with a woman once and then never calling her back or even being there in the morning to let her out of his apartment. He lies to get women into bed and even gives them fake names so that they can't find him after he discards them. This need for sexual dominance is the problem men struggle with and is often portrayed in the media, which then negatively influences other young men and boys. It also contributes to a sexual double standard present in our society today. According to an academic journal written by Derek A. Krager and Jeremy Staff, boys and men are awarded and praised for heterosexual sexual contacts, whereas girls and women are derogated and stigmatized for similar behaviors. Joey sleeping with tons of women and being praised for it only adds to this double standard that masculine men should sleep with a lot of women, whereas women should not sleep with tons of men. Overall, there are many problems regarding the friends and unhealthy masculinity. Who knows how this popular show has subtly influenced its many, many viewers throughout the years.